All right, good morning. Happy Money Monday. We got our Mr. MG already in here making some moolah. XUR, as long as you stick MG to your system and don't trade anything else throughout the day, you are good to go. You just watch for entertainment purposes after you catch these XCURs up 15 all the way down to 630. They can't do their liquidity sweeps in pre-market because you can't set stop orders. You really see a lot of these consistent moves happening in pre-market and after hours. So good work there, Mr. James Degenerate Green Team back in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, I missed you guys over the weekend. And then Kayvon, we got in here Monday through Wednesday. Kayvon, you're trading. So, guys, I have a confession to make. I said I was not. God, it's painful. So I couldn't trade on Thursday. At least I said I couldn't, and ended up doing this. Oh my God, my chart was looking good. I was about to take my son to the pool, and then I was like, let me sneak in a few trades here before we go to the pool. And down she goes. So the risk per trade, I keep saying, is $100, which it should be. You see this little down slope right here? About $100. So if the equity curve is not bad as long as we stick to the rules. I need a Friday night live stream because I got to get some of this off my chest. This is awful. I mean, a couple bigger losers than they should have been. I've gone over this before. We need to have small wins, large wins, or small losses. Once you introduce large losses, that's messing you up. So certainly messes it up. Painful, but did the whole comparison thing and saw people losing their A's on CYN, so I don't feel too bad. CYN, guys, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. They run up a ticker from $5 to $40, and then they come out with an offering at, what was it? Like, they did an offering at $5, CYN. I'm going to be looking at CYN today because, I think we still have some room for that one to pull on back. There was the partnership with NVIDIA. Right now, it's heavy under 1520. Look at this, guys. Look at this chart. It's the middle finger of death, this chart. It's pretty much all it is. It's the middle finger of death. You just go straight up and straight down. But again, lots of people blowing up on that. I don't blame myself for losing more than I should. I blame myself for losing more than I should have on that, not the ticker, although it worked out. Aggravating. It could have been like the $1 million challenge where I went all in and they came out with the offering midday like that. All right, let's get into today. The scanner does not appear to be working, so I got to... Oh, it is working now. Yes. Scanner is working. All right, sweet. All right, I got to flip through a few tickers before the market opens. I'm going to go over some decent ones to watch. I'm excited, guys. I love the green team. You guys are the best. We are working towards what? Profitability, consistency. We're not looking for perfection because there's no such thing. Those who are seeking the perfect strategy are the ones who are going to absolutely lose their A's in trading because there's no such thing as they try to sell that. They try to sell it, but we sell reality in here. Mr. Doug in the building. Good morning. Yeah, we got the crew in here, guys. MG blew up 3 accounts last week. James got a confession. God. Judgment free zone, right? Oh, God. That was my confession. You blew 3 accounts last week. Ooh, ouch, guys. Well, you're talking evals, right? The evals, I can get going a little. I can understand at least breaking some rules on those when you first get started with the evals. I get it. But again, look at the equity curve. As long as we just know, if we do what we know what we're doing, then we should not that's why I always focus on not marrying these tickers and talk about that, because as long as we don't marry tickers and understand that, okay, our success rate's 65% right now, just don't trade the series. Don't trade. God, I need more coffee. Don't trade on an individual trade-by-trade basis. Trade over the series of trades. Over the series. Because It's about the series, not on individual trade by trade basis. It's difficult to do. We do have a tendency, at least I do, to marry tickers. I think that's just human nature, but we got to try to avoid that. All right, I got a few minutes, so we got to dive into a few of these tickers popping up. We got ARTL, which is squeezing right now. Are they going to do that? Look, I think these companies are getting sick of their tickers just being manipulated, if I'm being honest, because we saw, I think it was RB&E and then CYN. No, it was APVO. These tickers that traders just run them up, squeezing people out, 500%, and then they're like, "You guys want this ticker bad enough? Okay, well, we're gonna I guess dilute all our current shareholders. We're gonna come out with the offering and sell all these shares for $5 a share when the thing's up at 40." I think companies are getting tired because you didn't used to see these offerings come out midday like this, but here they are, taking advantage of the summer trading. All right, so I am going to focus, like I said, more on the series. There's a few I want to look at. A few hangovers, couple hangovers I'm looking at. HIMS, if you look at the past chart history, this just dumped from 65 to 40. It's getting a quick. I like quick, right? The faster the move is, the weaker the trend is going to be. So we sold off quick. We're popping up a lot of resistance. Big ceiling up here, 55 to 60. I think, I'm watching this one for a decent short up here in the 52.3 range. HIMS is curling back up there. I know that one has a little higher short interest. This morning, we got BMNR and ARTL squeezing right now. Very low float tickers. ARTL is a 540,000 float ticker. BMNR is trading very similarly. They're both in BMNR's in the Bitcoin space, although they came out with a private placement of 55 million shares at $4.50 to launch Ethereum Treasury. I gotta stop trying to find the top is my problem. That's a big problem for me. I try to find the top. Not good. Kayvon's eyeing a few large caps to short. Yeah. I think so as well. Let us know what you're looking at. CYN is decent. I think most of the volume is going to be on ART. Guys, again, we're the backside boys in here. So CYN is a backside trade, right? Nobody on the long side is really focused in on this ticker. So what I like to do is short it against a lot of the resistance, potentially even up towards 1550. It's looking like a ceiling right now. So CYN, I'm going to potentially short into that, risking, if we get a morning spike, that would be great, CYN. My mind is all over the place, and the market's about to open up. All right, let's just let the tickers come to us. Let the tickers come to us. Let's not force anything. Let the trades find us. Yeah, you overtraded and married the ticker. Yeah, James, we gotta just have a rule where you take one max loss per ticker and move on. We gotta have rules like that. Doug, the first month has been green, then red in the last 6. Now need to get better cutting losers faster and fighting the fear of missing out. Yeah, the 4 fears. You got to know what those 4 fears are and identify what yours are and go from there. Again, trading. Mastering trading is mastering much of life. The market is now open. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Let me see. HIMS. HIMS, I may take a stab at that one small, and then if it starts curling, let me see. HIMS is already snapping a little bit right now. 50.81. I'm going to go ahead and trade HIMS. Risk is going to be pretty much back up to 51.50. Just giving it a point. Seeing if we can snap and start fading off of this pop. Again, the quicker move. This is more of a hangover kind of trade. I'm going to go ahead and set the OCO there. And I'm going to look for something else. Not going to marry. Alright, one cancels the other. I may hit it again on this pop too, really. Yeah, let me hit it on that pop. And that's going to be it for me. OCO is being set on it right now. HIMS 5160s. So it's going to be about a 50.37 average. Only about a $50 risk here. Fades in the building. All right, there we go. That's that trade. I'm going to be monitoring something else. Just a hangover setup. Looking for that one to profit take. Be a little heavy there. CORZ was a hangover play as well. BMNR, that 115 looks like it's holding up right now. Fade, you catch IPDN, and it looks like a trade you would take. No available data on HIMS, James. I don't know why. EYN is getting a spike, touching the 200-day moving average. It's going to be a lot going on Mondays, guys. You know how it is with Mondays. Lots of traders eager to trade. Lots of different tickers bouncing all around. All right, LIDR. LIDR popping up, penny play. Yeah, go ahead and just, whatever you guys are looking at, let us know. It looks like ARTL is halted down. That one looks stuck. Kayvon, everything sold at the, yeah, that's how it goes. Everything's selling at out of the gates. All right, HIMS. Let's see that one keep pulling back today. Yeah, that's the worst. When everything you're looking at just dumps. CRZ maybe. IPDN killed you on that flush below VWAP. Oh, I see it. Yeah, the 530 down to 420. Just a point there in pre-market. Pre-market can be tough like that. It can be very tough. CYN, that one is heavy against 1520s. That one actually did snap a little bit so far out of the gates. EYN is straight up, guys. Be mindful of EYN. That one's been on a tear really the last few days. I need to check the short interest EYN again. Krispy Kreme. I saw Krispy Kreme was getting a Krispy Kreme getting a little juice behind it here recently. Donut. Well, it bottomed out at 250, curling up a little bit. I'm not interested too much in shorting ticker at all-time lows. All right, ARTL halted down. Emmanuel in the building. What's going on, Emmanuel? You going hard this week? There's family still in town. IPDN, I don't mind shorting this one. Okay, here's the 200-day, guys. 200-day IPDN is sitting right under it. We see it's very well respected looking at the past chart history. I don't mind hitting that one on a short, really, and it's got a lot of pre-market resistance as well. I don't mind hitting that. Right now, Emmanuel, I'm just short on HIMS. I'm kind of trying to ride a short on HIMS. Pretty much against it popping all the way back up to the highs today, like 51, 50, 60s. That's all I got right now. IPDN, I don't mind. IPDN, I really don't mind. That one's popping up right now. Okay, IPDN. IPDN, where do we want you? I'll start IPDN 431, and this will be for me, it'll be a $100 risk trade. I'll smack it again on a pop up further up towards into the fives. If we get there, I'll smack it again. It's hitting the 200, hitting some pre-market resistance. IPDN, I'll give it 100. Hundo Risco. See if we can climb up towards $5 to size into it. Right now it's pulling back in a little bit. Pulling back in a great deal, actually. A lot of people had the similar idea, it looks like. Quick move under 4. I'll probably take half off. See a quick move under 4, I'll take half off. Alright, I'll come out half there. Working half, I'll hit it again on a pop. P&L's on the left side of the trades I'm working, at least. IPD in half a position. Him still bouncing around my average. Yeah, him's bouncing off the previous clothesline perfectly. Previous close 49.68. Not a huge fan of that. Going hard this week. Made 700 at the open on the eval. Nice. Let's go. Let's go, Emmanuel. Excellent work. What are you trading? Tesla? CURZ hangover pulling in. BMNR, lower float play. Lower float play, BMNR. I'm just wondering if there's going to be some hesitancy for the longs after these offerings that keep coming out on these tickers. But ARTL's back up to the highs and looks halted. And so we'll see what happens with BMNR and EYN. EYN may be halted up, straight up. Okay. All right, the longs are in town so far, the first 30 minutes here. ARTL halt back up. I'm about ready to throw in the towel in the bell trading. MMS just shake and bake. Yeah, market makers shake and bake. Yeah, I know, dude. It's so aggravating. So aggravating. Gonna move over to NVIDIA. Okay, IPD. Oh, okay, HIMS is pulling back good for me. And then IPDN is curling back on up around. IPDN again, I got half a position. I'm probably going to look to continue to size into IPDN and take money on pullbacks. Guys, I'd like to pull in, like, trade in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. I'd like to pull in 300 plus a day. It's really what I'd like to aim for. I mean, obviously, more the merrier. We'll see what the market gives us. Right now, I like the BMNR, but I'm hesitant because of the, those are the tickers that I get crushed on. They when they move so quickly, those low floaters. I mean, obviously high risk, high reward, but it's easy to go deer in headlights if you're not careful. Okay, HIM's back on the previous close line. Oh. Okay, it took me out some on HIMS. Oh, I got a partial fill. HIMS. I see. Interesting. Interesting how you get partial fills on an eval. Oh, I had hit it again. Dang it. I hit it again and forgot to adjust the OCO to double. Okay. All right, so I'm working leftovers then right now, right now on him. So let me set the OCF for that. Stop will be around the average. IPDN curling up. I'm probably going to be hitting that one again. All right, so readjusting the stop on HIMS. And then IPDN. Let's go ahead and smack her for some more shares up here. Average is 440 on this. 440 right now. Giving it $100 risk, the IPDN. So now I'm in 100 shares on this one, 440. IPDN curling up around. I believe, if I had to guess, I think there's some decent longs that are stuck in IPDN from the morning. That's why I like to short into these, risking a lot of the pre-market resistance. I like it. I like hitting this thing all the way up into the 550s. I think there's going to be some tremendous amount of selling pressure. LCFI as a hangover. Take a look. Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Halt down as well. Fade, you got it. That is exactly what the hangover is right there. It's a good looking chart. Kayvon's shorting FDX, risk high a day. Okay. IPDN in the 460s now. Did we get news, IPDN? I'm looking Thinkorswim. I don't see any. A lot of strong volume right now. Did it halt up? No, not yet. All right. I'm monitoring IPDN because I'm involved here. She's getting a little juicy. Just monitoring IPDN right now. Testing VWAP out. Of course, the 200-day as well. IPDN getting juiced up. We heading back towards $5. Oh, reverse split. It just did. Just another mic in here. How's your eval going? Are you still grinding that one out? DEI company. Lovely. I'll give it 100 on the risk. I'm just gonna. I haven't hit it yet. Having a decent pullback right now. Probably should have hit it. Dang it! Looks like it. Failed VWAP attempt at the moment. All stats are good. Neat. Oh, okay, good. You're green on it. Very well. Very well done. ARTL just did a kind of a fake out breakout move, it appears. CYN still slowly fading. EYN is pulling back. Okay, that was a good, probably short pop right there. EYN on sloppy seconds, Mike could get an entry on it. IPDN all the way back up to 470 after that pullback. That's not entirely great. All right. Yeah, I mean, what's the short interest? IPDN. The thing just pulled all the way down. Yeah, you're right. I see that with IPDN here. Professional Diversity Network. Okay. Shares short floats only 5%. All right, I'll smack it again up here, but I didn't like that buy up after that pullback, so let me think about this. 5. Really, I don't want it up towards like the 530s. The 20-cent area I like a lot to hold up on it. So let me do this. What am I at? I'm at 456 right now. Tapping the 200. I do like it. I do like it. I'm in 150 at 456. I just didn't like that buy up on that pullback. $520 is the main area for me. So let me see what it does on this pullback. Let me see what she's going to do on this pullback. Okay, looks like she's doing that. Okay, it's a decent pullback. Can we get an elevator down, though? Can we get the elevator down? We don't want to buy back up here. That's what we don't want. We cracked back under VWAP. I'm curious what we're going to do there. Again, I don't want to sit here and marry this thing. I want to move on. Just something else. Just monitoring it for potential scale out if we elevator down. Okay, we are elevatoring down. I haven't taken anything off yet. Anybody else working IPDN with me? All right, I'm going to be smart and take half off in the teens here. Half off in the teens, 456 average. I'm going to hold on to these for a little bit longer. Nice. Anybody else working IPDN? Hell yeah. Let's go. All right, so right now, I mean, we're up decent. Got some more work to do. I'm going to let leftovers work out here. So what we're going to do, what we teach in the green team, if you want to let your winners run for you a little bit more, that's something I've traditionally had a problem with. I see money and I normally just take it all, but to mitigate that fear, what we do in here, take half off, set an adjusted stop to break even. So my break even price 456. I'll give it up to like 460, and then otherwise I'm gonna let this thing sell off into the Really, we could trail it at this point. I'm going to see if we can get back down to like the 360s. Nice. Just another mic. Got it. Sweet. Good work. All right. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Adjusted stop's going to be if it starts climbing back up. Otherwise, I'm going to let that one fade. The other position I'm still working is HIMS, which is still trying to hold its previous close. Not finding a lot of success right now. HIMS a little heavy. And then IPDN heavy. Again, this was kind of a bread and butter setup for me. And this one's back under 4. Just climbing back up to pre-market. A lot of pre-market resistance. The 200-day, this is exactly what I look for. 200-day, look at this, guys. There's not many indicators that I say throw out there, but the 200-day is one of them. I mean, I see the upper shadows formed against the 200-day all the time. So I do recommend throwing this on your daily chart. So we see the upper shadow already forming there. I like to short into a couple different variables, right? You know, the poker analogy. You got pocket aces. You see another ace out on the flop, and just the hand gets better. Okay, ARTL curling up. That one's still getting bought up. ARTL getting bought up. Lower shadows, signifying buyers are stepping into it. EYN kind of heavy against the highs still. Kayvon just pointed out Sophie. Yeah, Sophie is up. Perfect Fall got green this morning, shorting ARTL before its rebound. Got $2 a share, so done for the day. Good job, Perfect Fall. Good job with the discipline to just sit back, kick back and watch, you know. After doing well. Good morning, Keith. Back into C Pro, up 33, just shorted BMNR. BMNR, yeah, that one we've been monitoring. Good short. Keith has been getting into shorting, doing really well. Very cool, taking the opposite side of the move, Keith. Love to see it. The mean diversion team. Scalping IPDN, James. Yeah, it's... If I had a magic crystal ball, I'd probably say it's going to be heavy against the highs from here. I mean, I probably do have a magic crystal ball, let's be honest. I got 2 of them, actually. Sorry, ladies, if any ladies are in here. All right, Kayvon, Sophie, maybe. Yeah, maybe Sophie. Sophie's at the highs, squeezing up. 17, it's really not even up that much. But it is coming up towards 52-week highs. I like that. It's kind of getting extended off of its trend. There are some things I like about Sophie. 52-week high resistance, extended off of its trend. ARTL halted up. Keith, you love shorting. Shorting is too much fun. I can't go back, guys. It's impossible. Once you start shorting, it's hard to go back. WeBuy is another ticker that's up. It's holding 850. Looks heavy against 9. James, did you see WFF? Wow. I did see some people posting on it. Another middle finger of death move. It's crazy how they run these. What are they offering? I mean, they just run these things up, give the middle finger of death on it. That's all she wrote. Fades ARTL. Are you... Won't end well. They're chopping it hard. Have to go small size. Are you working this one, Fades? Or are you just waiting a little bit? Vero, is it worth shorting? I was monitoring it, but now look. Throw the previous close on your chart, James. Previous close is pretty much where it was basing out at yesterday, 218, and usually that's about as much room as they have to work back down, as long as the previous close day wasn't a gapper, a gap day or something, but it wasn't. So there's not enough meat there for really a short. It might can scalp a little bit, but All right, Hims, nice. Hims is still selling off. Excellent, guys. I'm very satisfied with that trade. Working leftovers there. Here's what I'm going to do. Up 20. Hims, I'm going to take the rest of it. I want to see if we're going to... It's still trying to bounce down here, but yeah, I think I'm going to just go ahead and take the rest of it off. I'm going to get all out of Hims down here. So decent short. Couple short wicks, couple green wicks. You want the red ones higher than the green ones when you're shorting. IPDN curling up. I mean, I honestly don't mind hitting IPDN again. I have a decent average. I can get some more shares on this thing. I just imagine it's going to find some trouble up here. Here's what I'm going to do. Popping up towards the magic 20. I'm going to hit it with some more shares up here into the 20s. Brings my average down quite a bit, 441. But pretty much I don't want to be going red on this name. If it's going to curl back up to 450, I'll be out of it. But on this pop right now, I'm thinking backside. I'm going to smack it again. As James said, he's scalping it. But again, I don't want to go red here, though, so I'm going to... If it starts curling back up around, I'll be done with it. But she seems to be simmering out. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, right? All right, nice. This looks to be like it was a good hit thus far. All right, I'll take it all half off again. 409 on that pullback. Just kind of scalping it, like James said. It's a good pop up into the sloppy seconds, into the magic 20s. All right, 441 average still. I'll do the OCO thing on it again. I'll do the OCO thing and refocus something else. Just saw it popping up and wanted to take advantage of it. All right, right now we are up 114 minus fees, $100. Let's keep working though. I'd like to triple this today. Sophie still going straight up. BMNR, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like volume slowing down, BMNR. ARTL, I mean, there's definitely potential there. Definitely potential ARTL. As Fades pointed out, it's just chopping around right now, so not too easy. You'd have to size down on it. To size down on that play. All right, let me... KLTO is interesting. KLTO dollar play popping up to a lot of resistance in the 150s. Okay, IPDN just took me out, popping up towards my average. Up there. Okay, so leftovers I'm out of IPDN. It's all good. It's all good. That KLTO, not bad, fades. I feel like we could maybe work 10 cents. I'd like that one up towards $1.50 though, to get involved there. I mean, Sophie is definitely still getting my attention. I'd like that one. I'd like to see it a little bit more speed on it. I know, Phase. It's literally the type of. That's what's so annoying when you take a max L. I mean, I broke rules. I took a max L on CYN fades on Thursday. It's so aggravating when you when you've seen this time and time again, you know what's going to happen, but you don't really know how far they're going to run it up. You know, they run this thing up $5-6 to 40. So it's, what do? You just, I mean, if you really want to, you just wait pretty much for the offering to come out, and there's money to be made. The most predictable piece of it. All right, BMNR, ARTL. Both those names are still something there. Sophie still up at highs. EYN, I feel like it's going to be heavy against the highs. So sloppy seconds on that, I don't mind if it pops in back up into the 13s. These names are not, some of these names, guys, are not the easiest to trade. That's why I haven't traded BMNR or ARTO yet, because I know all the hard work I put into this morning can go bye-bye very quickly, like a fart in the wind on those two trades. All they need is one chat room squeezing me out. Joby. All right, Joby at highs. Joby Aviation, trading higher after the company announced it completed a series of test flights in Dubai. Moves closer to a 2026 launch. Joby's at 52-week highs. Well, last July was at 12. Yeah, Joby, I don't mind. Let me see what's going to happen here. Joby. Again, I want a candlestick like, another candlestick like this one here. 1040 up to like 1070. Then I get involved in it. Oh, there's KLTO. Well, she's not going to give us the 150 fades. KLTO already heavy and pulling back. IPD and the stop on leftovers was a little too tight. ARTL still halted. James, you shorted ARTL and then it halted down. No. You took it off and then it halted down. Yeah, that's not fun. Take half off. VERO, not bad. James, VERO popping. I think you had mentioned this one for a short. Yeah, I said not a lot of room on the downside. So other long traders saw it as a long opportunity. We can see if it pops up closer to pre-market resistance for a short. Yeah, we gotta just focus on the consistency and patience. You know, patience pays. It is difficult, but fades is right. There are so many days I just want to swing for the fences, but you know, you put in so many $100 days like we got so far, and then to give it all away on one trade, and it just is so aggravating. All your hard work goes to waste. Okay, we got VOR popping up. VOR, okay, a little penny play, 115 to 148. Eyes are just on the scans right now, guys. I'm going to be calling out some tickers as I see them. If you're getting involved with anything, let us know. 140s to 150s. Yeah, some speed up into the 60s would probably get involved with VOR. Just had a decent pullback off of 148. It's okay to miss some, by the way, too. It's okay to miss them. What you don't want to do is FOMO in early, full size at least. I don't mind starting feelers, but it's going to be smaller, the feeler side, scaling into a position. Manuel's killing it on NVDA. Called that out too. From Tesla to NVDA, good work there, Manuel. Doug, you like to have a cushion after longing. That's your comfort right now, you know, the longs. So that makes sense. Joby's making some new highs. Man, I like Joby. Joby's on news. 944 previous close. Getting a little balled up off the... it's putting in more of a abnormal candlestick on the daily than it typically does. That's something I like to look for. The candlestick's a little above average. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe magic 20-cent area, 1120s. Again, I'd like a little more speed here. If this thing pops up to 1120, I'd like to take it. Let me see. Joby, I'd like 1120. I don't mind starting it, but I'd like some speed there. Sophie finally pulling back in a little bit. Sophie might be kind of backside now. I mean, it looks like it's a little heavy. Sophie hit the 52-week highs, actually crossed them, and now putting in a little upper shadow over the highs there. So Sophie looks a little heavy on these pops. We could see it. We could risk high a day, smacking this one short on a pop. Trying to be really trying to trade with precision right now. ARTL still halted down. Keith, the Momo screener went back online. As far as I saw, it was offline, and then I think 9:30 rolled around and they got it back up and running. BMNR, is that one breaking through the highs? It was close, breaking through the highs. This is a recent IPO. It's just in the Bitcoin space, right? Bitmine announces $250 million private placement, 55 million shares at $450 a share to launch Ethereum treasury strategy. Okay. It did a liquidity sweep up and over the highs. It's pulling back off of that. I may hit that one. It just put in... Oh my God, we could see an elevator down right now on this. We could definitely see an elevator down. Okay, I'm starting it, and the risk is high a day. Risk is just high a day, BMNR. We put in a high a day break and pulled back pretty strong off of that. So I got to set the OCO quick so I don't get effed if this thing decides to rip up. 16, like 30s stop, otherwise down into the 12s. Okay. And that's why I've been so hesitant to trade these. Makes a new high, shoots down to 14, all the way back up to new highs. Guys, I'm not doing it. I can't. I'm not doing it. I just gave back some money, but gave back a little bit of money, but that's that's why I've been so hesitant to trade these two names. All right, that's BMNR for you. Sophie could be backside. This pop right here, I was calling for Sophie on that backside pop. So no, I'm not marrying any of these tickers. If I take an L like that, I'm done. I mean, the idea there was it rejected, had the high day crack. I wanted to get involved with it. I thought, okay, we could. I mean, as Fade's saying, probably bias in on that one. Looking for, I like the pullback. 0.50 quick off of that fake out breakout. Thought we were going to get an elevator down. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. We move on. Tricky price action. So Sophie on this pop, I may hit it against the highs. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. Yeah, Sophie I'll take. I'll take Sophie against the highs. $18.70s. Just on this pop right here. All right, Sophie, we'll see. We'll see if that one on that pullback hit the 52-week highs. What's going to happen there? BMNR, what did she end up doing? I mean, still just chop fest, dude. Absolute chop fest. We're going to sell off 1677, down 2.5 points and straight back up. I cannot stand that stuff, man. In big spreads, so a little difficult to trade it. Yeah. What's ARTL doing? ARTL opened up. It's fighting the open right now. ARTL. I don't. All right, ARTL, I'm kind of interested there as well. She's red on the day now. Gosh, there's so much room down on this thing. Don't trade like BMNR, though. If you trade this, you're going to have to trade it small. Either side of it, clearly. Yeah, halted down after this is exactly what I was looking for, BMNR, by the way. ARTL. ARTL had a fake out breakout up and over the highs, upper shadow, pulled back, halted down, and now weak. That's pretty much exactly what I was looking for on BMNR, but didn't happen there. ARTL, that is the case so far. So I'm eyeballing that one. Sophie going kind of sideways against my entry. Spy, yeah, Spy's been chopping around Emmanuel for sure. Classic manipulation patterns, both weak and then rip. Yeah. Come on, ARTL. I'd like to be involved in that one and they come out with the offering. That'd be fun. Okay, I'm gonna hit Sophie one more time on this pop right up here. If it starts climbing up from here, I'll be out of it though. Hitting it on that pop, 300 shares at 1850. So that's pretty decent size there for me on this play. Some other traders are having the same idea here though. Maybe backside is a little heavy on pop, so we'll see if she can remain heavy. Need her to remain heavy, start pulling back towards like 1830s. I'll give it up into the 60s. I'll give it up into the 60s there. Set the OCO. All right, there's the OCO out on it for Sophie. ARTL, I'm going to focus there for just a second, as long as she hadn't elevated down yet. All right, she is popping up. This is not bad. It's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm going to take a short. ARTL is climbing back up. Sophie climbing up. I have an 1863 stop. Sophie climbing up. I have an 1863 stop. Yeah, Sophie's strong. This one's going to take me out. Sophie all the way back up. So that one's going to take me out, very likely. A penny away. All out of that one. ARTL climbing back up. ARTL still involved with this one. Sophie out of that one. Guys, if ARTL does a fake out breakout, halt down, and curls all the way back and breaks out to new highs, I mean, what what can you do? I was about to smack ARTL again. Thing's pissing me off. Okay, there's a decent pullback. It's very spready here. Again, you have to size small because of that. I'm going to flip around a few different plays right now while ARTL is trying to figure out what it wants to do. There's Joby's pullback. BMNR still holding up the highs. IPDN, James called it. Been a very good scalp play. That thing again went up to like near 450s and just snapped. So IPDN's been a great just scalper. EYN, dang it, dude. Kind of a miss there. VOR coming up towards the 150s. VOR might be giving us something to work with. Yes, the juiciest but most dangerous with the chop. Starting to feel a little heavy. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like it. I just, man, a little annoyed right now. A couple of these haven't worked out, but that's the nature of it. Streaming definitely helps, guys, to not tunnel in. Feel more accountable in here. That's why I encourage you guys to alert the trades you're taking, kind of just to keep yourself a little more accountable. Let us know your risk and whatnot. Baron. Oh my God, Baron. Yeah. So I feel that definitely, Baron. Yeah, I took BMNR after I had the fake out breakout and completely got chopped on that as soon as that thing snapped here. Look, I took this Baron right here, short. The thing dropped several points. I'm like, okay, fake out breakout. The party's over. Now shot right back up and started going sideways. So ARTL, I'm trying, but ARTL looks a little heavy. But yeah, those names, look how choppy they've been. With the June market that Baron pointed out, it's just been more unpredictable. Sophie back up to the highs. I'm glad I stopped out of that one. Joby I didn't quite take against the Magic 20s. Yeah, sorry you got chopped up on those, dude. Not easy names to trade at all. ARTL coming down towards VWAP. I got an OCO to take profit at 1850. Let me probably adjust that to half off. Yeah, I'm going to adjust the OCO on the take profit to half off 1850 if we can get down there. Feeling a little greedy with it though. I don't know. It's about to snap VWAP. I feel like we could start seeing this thing. It's kind of got a sideways-ish head and shoulders on it if you notice. I mean, we're near the neckline here. If we really snap down, we can halt down. I'm telling myself to cancel this OCO, and that's what I'm doing. Can we please halt down? ARTL, please. I canceled the OCO because it's slowing down coming towards the neckline, and if we snap, we could halt down. So that's what I'd like to see here. Thinking about hitting it again, fades. No. What did I just do? Oh, messed that up. I took it off accidentally. Not good. I took the damn thing off. Alright, I'm going to try to get involved with it. 1970 again. Risk is going to be into the 21s. I know, dude. Endless dilution. Okay, I got involved 1970s again on this name. I know, I was reading that and was scratching my head like, okay, all this dilution, what is going on? All this dilution, and here we have it. It's sitting kind of, I mean, it was sitting on the VWAP, looked a little heavy there. Getting a pop right now, though. Spready, very spready. Mucho, mucho spreadioso. That is why I'm doing this right here. Giving the stop a lot of room. I'm only in 20 shares. I'm going to give it up to like 23. Yeah, way up there. And honestly, going to do what I probably need to do and not sit here and stare at this ticker. All right, Sophie's even higher. Glad I stopped out of that one. Joby pulling back. Let's see what else is going on. SYTA got a little spike. KLTO and a bit of a bearish flag here. Lower highs. 120, pretty strong support right now. Yeah, just another mic. Yeah, we see that because then you get the like MG up in here killing some of these plays in pre-market where you don't see, like, look at this XCUR. XCUR just pretty much straight up, straight down. You don't get all the pricey, you don't get all the choppy price action because what they, like you just said. All right. I'm trying to look for something else to distract me from ARTL, but I'm not finding much. ARTL, what's my average? Not great. Not great here. I'm gonna try to get involved a little more shares. $100 max risk. All right, I got some more shares. Average is now 21. Set the stop on it. This thing climbed back to the highs. Would be unbelievable, but not putting it past it. Not putting it past it in the market that we've been seeing, guys. $100 risk would be this thing with 40 shares would be up towards. Can they just come out with their offering already? Um, 40, 80. I'm gonna give it into the 24s. Unreal, guys. This is sickening. Oh, the price action today. Baron called it. I mean, this price action is just annoying. Absolutely annoying. Yeah, but I'm gonna get my stop's gonna chop me out, James. That's pretty much what I'm fearful of. I don't really want to have a stop on this, but I have to. I'm gonna get chopped out up here. I feel like I gotta spread that out a little further. Yeah, with the spreads being so nasty and this thing being up so much, I mean, who's buying this thing up here? Crazy. Makes the head hurt. It really does. It really does. That's why I say just have the stop in place, because otherwise, dude, this can put you in a tizzy real quick. I mean, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. All month long. Yeah, a lot of these irrational moves all month long. All right. Yeah, ARTL. We'll see what that one does. I'm in 40 shares on it. Trying to, again, trying to distract myself from it, but not seeing much else, which is concerning. All the longs could just jump on ARTL. BMNR just halted up. That actually may be kind of good for us who are short ARTL. It may be. May be good. We'll see. I mean, it's because if all the volume goes over there, it could help out. It could help this one to slow down. But, there's so much crazy June volume out here that may not even be the case. AEVA since March. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, look at that. Since March. Look at the trend this thing's been on. And ARTL gonna squeeze me out. Oh man, what a fun market. Did it just halt up? I gotta stop. Where's my stop at? 24, up towards 25. About to get stopped out, ARTL. Yeah, stopped out. All right. The good news is I had a stop on it. The bad news is if that's the top, we'll see. Yep. Back to rehab. I can't deal with this, dude. This market's just brutal. All right. What else we got? What else we got out here? Anything? BMNR. You looking to short it? I'm gonna join you, Perfect Fall. Locates on CPRO. DOGZ might be something. DOGZ 28 down to 10 up to 18. This is a fun market. This is a fun market, isn't it? All right, BMNR. What are we going to do here? BMNR up from, okay, BMNR just opened up. I'm going to start BMNR small. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Up here. It may have just halted again. I was thinking about a halt. I know. CYN probably faded all day, didn't it? Yeah. 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 All right, BMNR. Let's see what she's going to do. Sold off to 20, popped up to 23. It's getting the squeeze action on it, which I like. When I'm looking to short these things, I'm looking for longs to FOMO into these names before the elevator down. So let's see what's going to happen here. But 22 average at the moment. Oh my god. I'm gonna need rehab. The sell off into the straight up and getting bought completely back up. They sold 55 million shares at $4.50 a share, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. All right, let's see what she's going to do up here. Kind of going sideways. I mean, we could start. It looks decent for some profit taking, but it needs to just not get bought back up. Obviously, we need another offering come out on this thing. BMNR juiced up. What's ARTL doing? Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Love the $25 top tick there. Okay. Let's stay composed, Kevin. Stay composed. All right, BMNR, the idea here is I'm short pretty much here against the high a day at this point. I'm gonna hit it kind of hard, risking the high a day. What's the high a day? 23 or 4. All right, the stop for me here is high a day after that halt. Shorten it against high a day. See what happens. BMNR. Where's ARTL at? 20 in the 20s. Heart rate monitor. No, I mean, heart rate's good. I'm just very annoyed. I'm just very annoyed. I'm like, why? Why? You offering that? You diluted at $5. Yeah, and we're just opening out of a halt, climbing higher, and then of course just top ticked ARTL. So I'm working on my positivity right now. That's what I'm trying to work on. It would help. I'm a pretty simple person. If BMNR elevator is down, I turn happy. I mean, I'm a fairly simple individual. float rotation. All right, if this climbs back up to highs, what am I out? Risking 100, about 100 there. Let me see what she's doing on this pullback. I mean, it's coming down to a trend down here, but it's, I mean, if this thing just keeps buying up off of this trend like this, man, I mean, really, she's primed to drop several points, but is just refusing to do so. She's primed to drop. I mean, here's the trend line we're on here. Obviously steep, especially after that halt up. She's on this trend. ARTL just halted down. All right, let's see what BMR is going to do off of this trend. All right, there we go. BMNR all out. Gave it 100 risk. I'm happy with that. ARTL gave it 100 risk. Top ticked it. So right now, these two names clearly should have avoided. I'm glad I'm not doing what I did as far as CYN goes. But steep off of the trend, and she's continuing higher. So it's, I mean, involve yourself at your own risk here at this point. This is a float rotation, as Kayvon pointed out. Very, very largely up in the Bitcoin space. Man, ARTL, that one's going to annoy me all freaking day. Yeah, some of the plays like the KLTO, you know, you get these easier setups. I'm going to have to put the 120 crack here, descending triangle, 120 crack. I'm just going to have to pretty much avoid. I have to say I'm going to avoid some of these lower float plays in general. I mean, they haven't been working for me. They do more damage than anything. Okay, VOR just crossed into the 150s. I do like that one. I was calling for the 150s, VOR. VOR was calling for the 150s. Not sure we pull back to 138. Yeah, DOGC, James. Oh, man. That thing sold off and is all the way back up. DOGZ. What's going on there, James? You got the news on it? DOGZ halted down to 10, back up to 22. Just taking out people on all sides of it. Curious to see where ARTL is going to open up at. BMNR still continuing higher. ARTL just opened up in the 19s. You still working that one, Fades? Lovely job, if so. BMNR traveling back to the bottom trend line. ARTL down the low 19s now. 18s. All right. IPDN ended up being a really good fader. Death Halt potentially RTL, yeah. That would be awesome for you if this thing cracked. Right now, you see where we got 1850. 1850, a little bit of support. A lot of lower shadows have been down here, 1850. If we snap that, take out a bunch of orders, you're probably good. Probably good on that thing to have another halt down. Those are pretty much the main names in play. ARTL, BMNR, and nothing much else is going on. I mean, the dogs was weird. Did that one open up, DOGZ? I'd like to know what went on here, DOGZ. We may have just opened up. Yeah, DOGZ just opened up. BMNR just tried to crack the trend that it's been on and is buying back up a little bit. Fun. Yeah, dude, you see DOGZ? Unreal. I mean, what pattern? What pattern is this? I'd like to know what pattern this is, DOGZ. Looks to me like it's worth a smack up here, though. DOGZ all the way back up to the open after dropping 10 points. I'll give it a smack. I'll give her a smack up here and see what she does. The V pattern. The Venus pattern. Oh, this market is exhausting. This market is just absolutely brutally exhausting. This is hilarious. I can't believe I'm up this much short in this thing. Let me see. 23.62. Try to take a little piece off. Yeah, took 25 shares off. Oh wow. Oh my god. What a day. Alright, I'll try to take another 25 off at 22. Gotta fill in with 25 more shares. Alright, James, I guess I owe you a beer. DOGZ, the V pattern, just got me back to green, it looks like. Oh, it halted down. Okay. All right, I have 25 shares on this thing. Up 90 bucks on 25 shares. Recovered all the losses on DOGZ with just 75 shares, hitting it on that pop from 10 bucks all the way up to 26, taking the short. I mean, it's just silly market fades. Just silly. I don't even feel good about it. SOFI, this one has been downtrending off of 1892. Not bad. ARTL is heavy. You got a short in at 22 DOGZ. Nice. I mean, we probably open up lower, you know, probably. What you got, Kayvon? You're on DOS, right? They show you what you're opening up at. Probably like 20. DOGZ, we'll see. Kayvon's got a crystal ball over there. Guys, I was looking for a $300 day today, but at this point, I'll take whatever I can get. I mean, seriously, I'll take whatever I can get. DOGZ, thankfully, nearly hit the top on this, and I'm working that into some green. Fingers crossed on the day. DOGZ, I mean, like, look, there's not much to learn from this. I wish I could go into a lesson. Pretty much the short here is this thing bounced quick. The faster the better, the speed up to the open price. So the open price is kind of what I'm looking at. So longs that are involved in this up here, they're looking to get out. That's pretty much the idea. Just a natural area resistance. Popping up quick. Took the short. Run it back on down. But it's not... I mean, this is a bad name. It's a bad name. Unpredictable. BMNR looks to be slowing down a little bit. Yeah, BMNR broke the trend. Nearly got the top tick on that one too. Yeah, maybe a little too ambitious fades. You'd be able to collect it after 2 weeks though, right? You get funded and then I mean you still just grind it higher, right? You get funded and you just keep. I mean you hit your goal, let's say, but you just surpassed the goal, right? Yeah. I mean that's what it is, Fades. I'm getting a little impatient. I do recognize that. I'm trying to reel it back in a little bit. That's why I took max loss on CYN. I'm getting a little annoyed. I love the trend that my account was on, but I'm like, I just wanted to speed it up. The trend was great until Thursday. Your mind has to be stronger than your emotions. I go over that all the time. Today, for instance, uh, I learned my lesson. Otherwise, I probably would have max lost on a couple tickers that I teach not to marry. I'm thankful I top ticked ARTL because that shows at least I'm maintaining the discipline to stop out of it because I didn't apply the stop CYN. And rather than top taking it, I just maxed out of it. DOGZ just opened up. I think DOGZ opened up. Let's see what she's going to do. Pretty slow right here on the open. Oh, just shot down into the 20s. Did we halt down again? Shot down to the 20s. Let's see what she's going to do right here. All right, I took half off at 1915, and we probably halted down again. Did we? This is so silly. I mean, I like my entry though. Entry, profit, profit, profit. Still holding on to a little bit. So, gonna see if it'll pull back even further. We'll see. Thank you, Fades. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just I'm glad the bros are in here, and the ladies. Some ladies we get through here trading that are very good at trading too. I mean, we're here helping each other find good tickers to trade. I mean, we're rooting for each other. That's what I like about this room. We're not fighting for best entries or X's. We're rooting for each other to have green days, help each other get there. That's the whole idea of it. The green team is all about helping each other be green. Now, again, we're not in here saying that we know which tickers are gonna make or lose money, but we know how to recognize good setups in here. I will say that we know how to recognize a higher positive expectancy as far as the setups go. But managing risk is the most important thing. Irregardless of top ticket, ARTL and the thing in the 17s right now, and BMNR nearly the same thing. It's very aggravating. I'm trying to, but I top tick at least one ticker a day, so. All right, I'm going to see if DOGZ will pull back a little bit more, and then we'll flip around, see if there's any other tickers going on. James, you were up, now down. Yeah, that's the worst, man. That's what I was just feeling myself. Up pretty decent, and then down. Not very fun. What's worse, starting red and then doing a red to green on the day, or starting green and then going red? I would tend to lean towards being up good and green and then going red. That is, to me, that's aggravatingly painful. I want to, Fades. I really do want to. This just hasn't gone well for me. BMNR. And guys, he's not. You're trading your own accounts, so I never tell anybody like get in this or get in that. He's just saying, Fades is saying he thinks we're backside now. Essentially, is what he's saying. He's got a strong hypothesis, which I can see. I mean, it looks, we got a neck now at 2150, shoulders 2350s. It's slowing down. I definitely see it. I don't mind going small here. I also don't mind just taking a green day. You guys know when you're trading it, like James, you go green to red, back to, and Doug did this the other day too. He went like red to green to red to green. It exhausts you. It is extremely exhausting. Yeah, anything can happen with these. Anything can happen. All right, DOGZ in the 18s now. I'm probably going to be taking all of it down here. Let me see if I can get a decent fill with the rest of these shares to the mid 18s. Okay, I'll take it all. I'm all out. All right, back up to 100 on the day after DOGZ. Okay, let me take a look again at BMNR. Fades is in a feeler. That's all I would throw on this name too if I get back into it. It is a Head and Shoulders pattern. I mean, there's no doubt about it. All right, this is gonna be the absolute last trade for me on this name. See if I can get involved. 2320 on the ask. 20 shares. I just did. Setting. I want to vomit. All right, fingers on the trigger. We haven't halted, have we? Okay, it just got a little squeeze up. Over 25, I'm yeah, there it goes. Let me get the worst fill possible on this thing. All right. The Head and Shoulders did not work out there. I'm going to have to take whatever that's green and just run, guys. Let me flip around, see if there's anything else going on. And if not, I gotta get out of here before my brain explodes. ARTL, that one's very slow. I mean, BMNR, guys, it was slowing down. It wasn't looking terrible, but you just get squeezed, you get the worst fills. RITR, BBAI. Just another mic stopped out. At least you had a stop on it. At least you had a stop on it. I was going to, this happens so often, I was going to place a stop on it. And then it just squeezed past my stop. Just absolutely squeezed past the stop. It's probably halted up right now, isn't it? I can't even look at the name anymore. ARTL fade, still working that one. It's pretty much ARTL. This one looks pretty much done. 1850s. Longs are cooked ARTL. I mean, 1850 pretty much looks like the end there. What a ridiculous day. Thank God for the DOGZ V-shape pattern. It's so dumb. Okay, Joby 1080s. I want to see what my chart today looks like on Trade the Hub. It probably looks hilarious. Yeah, DOGZ saved the day. All right, looking for some screamers. GNLN screaming. GNLN, $4 up to 5, breaking out past 5. GNLN got a lot of $6 plus resistance. 625 is really good. GNLN. We may have halted up on it. All right, GNLN. You want some of that? What, EC Logic Reg? I know. Right now I could use some. GNLN, I think, halted up again. Here's the chart on it, guys. We ain't giving up. GNLN, I like the 620. 620 is really good. I'm probably going to start this one out of the hop. Probably going to start GNLN out of the hop and then scale up to 620s. This is a cannabis ticker. Okay, 8:30 news. They appointed Mike Hinson as Executive Vice President of Sales. All right. Was that a penny? All right, just another Mike. Yeah, they like to do that, don't they? They like to do that. They'll train at a penny. That's funny. 750 to 1 reverse split. That's funny. Yeah, look at the daily descending triangle this thing had on it. Daily descending triangle. Pretty nice. Yeah, up towards 6. It's good. I was green, went red, back to green. Let's not go back red. Let's not go back red, Kevin. Come on. Got to involve ourselves in the risk, though, to make some moolah. Let's take some decent setups, though. GNLN. That one's getting some good speed behind it. Opened up at 320 today. Once it got to 420, this cannabis ticker said, we're going high. We're getting high. So 420 took on off. Let's see where she's going to open up. Only means one thing, dilution. I'll probably start her with just 100 shares and then scale in from there. BMNR just opened up. This is such a trappy market. I mean, let's just put it this way. I'm glad to be working in eval in this market. Let's put it that way. All right, when did GNLN open up or close? 11:19. Couple more minutes. Nice, Mike. Still in IPDN. What, with leftovers or full position? That's excellent. IPDN in the 350s. Excellent, man. Yeah, here's my leftover exit. I didn't give it enough room. Really, this should have been sloppy seconds entry again for me. Just shorting on pops against high day. Yeah, that was the idea there. IPDN was such a nice trade. 40 still in IP. Is that leftovers for you? It's impressive. Very cool. Good work. That's patience right there. That is excellent patience. Yeah. Yeah, IPDN was probably like the best setup of the day. That was the better setup. I mean, if you missed your entry, it gave plenty of more opportunities to get involved with it. It was just a good play all around. All right, my finger's on the trigger with GNLN. I want to see if if we squeeze up into like the 20s, 30s, that would be ideal. If we open up there too, I'm looking to scale into it really against 620, but that's over under. I'll give it a little bit of room there. ART on the 15s. Dude, I need some of that EC. All right, we're opening up GNLN. Damn it. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. Awful, awful, awful. Come on, man. Let's get up into like the 530s, 40s. Give an entry here. There we go. This is a choppy play, guys. Be careful. Size appropriately. All right, I'm gonna start at 524. I'm gonna start at 524, but guys, this is kind of can be a dangerous one. I'm gonna hit this one up towards $6. It may halt up again. I'm gonna be hitting it up towards $6. Yeah, we may have just halted up again. All right. Oh, fake halt. Fake halt. I got 537 average. Fake halt. Let's see what she's going to do right here. 150 shares, 537 is what I'm working right now. Scaling up towards an over 6. ART on the 15s. Good work there, fades. BMNR still just trappy. Yeah, I mean, they were similar setups today. It's just hard to know which one. And BMNR is the one that came out with the offering, too. All right, here we go, up in the 570s. Average is 550 now. Hit it again for just 50 shares up there. 550, average 200. See how far she goes. She might getting up and over 6 to scale into that would be ideal. But if we elevate her down under $5, I mean, I'll take it. See what she does right here. $100 risk. Bid ask are not really moving much right here. Yeah, the sellers were not panicking right there on that pullback. Let's see what she's gonna do. If we get a flush down into like the 20s, probably what I'm going to do is take half off and plan on hitting it again if it wants to continue higher. Yeah, GNLN is a choppy one. And right now 540 is holding, so just size appropriately, guys, or make sure you maintain the risk. Wow, that thing just shot up into the 90s. All right. Into the sixes. The sixes, I'm going to be hitting this one again. It's popping up there right now into the sixes, 620s. I got to give this a little bit more risk than 100. All right. Stop is coming out. I got 300 on it now, so I'm a little heavy here. 300 at 562. I gotta set the stop. It's gonna be at like 635. The stop. 635. The stop. Or I can take profits down here. Let me get out just a little bit on this pullback, just to reduce the risk a little bit here. In 200 at 562. That way I can hit it again on a pop. I'm not going to be risking so much. Trying to maintain decent risk here. All right, GNLN. Can we elevator down from here? Elevator down. Tower of Terror style. Sitting stagnant in the 50s here. The 40s were holding up a little earlier, if you recall, so we need it to snap under 540. Come on, let's make this company have to do another split. Let's head back down to a penny. Yeah, it's wanting to hold the 640s right there. Huh, okay. Still, I'm going to apply the $100 risk. It is popping back up towards 6. I'm going to try to take some off and hit it on these pops. I'm going to give this one a little bit more risk, guys. Let me put the stop in on it. Squeeze. Yeah. I'm maybe I should have taken a little bit more off. I like the 620s here. This is what I wanted. This is what I was calling for. So it's hard to stop out into the 20s. That's exactly what I wanted. 578 is my average right now. Not the best average. Man, dude, like the longs jump on everything. The ticker will have no news, nobody will care anything about it, and then all of a sudden they see a ticker popping up, and all the longs in the summer just they're like those. Um, yeah, here we go into the 20s, 30s. All right, I gotta set a stop on it. I can't get out of hand here. Let me do. A 591 average. Putting a stop in the 70s, although that's a little risky with the position I have. 591's the average with a decent amount of shares. This is exactly the area I would like to short it. And there it goes, spiking up. Oh. I'm getting squeezed out on everything today. I can't. There we go. I'm going to get squeezed out on this. Yeah, just got squeezed out. Tunneling. Yeah, the longs are just like mine. Everything that pops up, just long. That's what we're in right now, the market. Yeah, Bob. Bob, today for me has been similar. Oh, dude, Bob, you were on such a tear too. You were over trading, dude. You were doing so well, not over trading too. MNTS got caught in an offering. Dang it, dude. That MNTS. Why don't you just try to reduce the risk and head over to trade the pool like some of us? Just so you still get some practice in. This is so annoying because GNLN is a good setup. It's so aggravating. BMNR, all the longs are going off of BMNR and heading over to GNLN. It's just so aggravating. This might be the rug pull, Fade said. Did we just halt down on it? Yeah, that's awful, man. Get involved with something that comes out with the offering like that. Which maybe happens here with GNLN. We'll see. Yeah, C Pro. Gosh, dude. What do you think? You know, if you look at several weeks there, you were very, very consistent. Kind of like how my chart's going. Was very consistent, and then you make some trading errors that really mess you up. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down what I wanted to be up today. I went green to red. No, I went green to red to green, back to red. Dude, this day's been brutal. GNLN. Uh, guys, I don't know. I might have to. It's just got so many upper wicks on the past chart history. It's just getting so much euphoria on it right now. This is such a good setup. It's hard not to tunnel here. So GNLN. Yeah, it's painful, man. Like after you've been doing so well and that happening too. It can happen so quick. Yeah, it really can. It just you get it going, you're doing very well, and then boom. Then boom, it happens. BMNR just opened up. That one halted down. GNLN's opening up. Oh my god. I just put a tilted trade on, guys. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, breaking rules and get to experience this joy today. Yeah, James. That's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. BMNR, Backside Bandits. We may just have halted down on GNLN. Guys, I gotta... give me a second. I gotta take a walk. Went from green to red to green to red to green. Yeah. Today's been unbelievable.
Sorry, roller coaster day.
It's a roller coaster day. The only ones that get hurt are those who jump off, though. Let's see how the algo's doing. Sophie's up. A top tick Sophie. Got a top on Sophie, and then
Good so
BBAI. My brother's in town, guys. He's a software developer. He's been working on a AI trading. Yeah. Oh my god.
That guy's coming soon, right?
Not yet. He said he'll be here and he's working on something. He'll let me know when he's on the way. Oh, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Oof. It's not often that I feel like I'm in a damn casino, but today it feels that way. I mean, I've this action's been utterly ridiculous. BMNR, I mean, if you wait for, I mean, it had a nice head and shoulders and then squeezed up and out, and then shot down, halted down. When's GNLN going to open up? 11:45. We got a couple minutes. God, I liked this play, but I start these things too early. Like, so often they squeeze past my resistance zones. I could definitely see this thing just panicking down to under 5. They squeeze past some of my zones I got, and yeah. And then I end up top ticking them and then restarting them. Yeah, it's a battle with yourself. That's why trading creates very strong, people. You're battling yourself. You don't know what the market's going to do. You got to know what you're going to do. You got to know what you're going to do in the face of adversity. It's like a bird on a branch. The bird doesn't care what the branch does. The bird's trust is not in the branch. Our trust is not in the market. What's the market going to do? Your trust is in your wings. If you're the bird, your trust is in yourself if you're trading. It doesn't entirely apply to me today. A lot of my trust has been in the branch, but I know what to say. Can I do it? But like James said, today, I started so good. I took like the trades I know how to take. It was up $100, and then it just kind of spiraled. This market spiraled. I spiraled with some of these tickers that I know not to involve myself with. Okay, 680. We're going to open up here anytime. I'm probably going to take some off. I took the good trades and then took the bad trades. It's just so dumb. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. I was wanting to turn into a hog today. Didn't entirely work out. Penguin in a tree at fault. Exactly. My damn penguin in a tree. All right. Where are we going to open up GNLN? Come on, give me something good. Give me something good to work with. I got a lot of red to get out of. I got to dig myself out of this hole, and I don't want to dig myself deeper in it. So help me out, GNLN. Planning on probably taking half off. Out of this halt. Should be opening up here any second. Bob, you waited too long. You waited too long on the right ones and jumped into the wrong ones. Yeah, James, the 25K account, I will say, it overall, other than when I go on tilt, I can look at my chart and you see it, the equity curve looks good, but the 3 trading days I've had where I went on tilt effed it up. Like, you just I loved having 25K to trade with, but I really want to message them. I don't know, you can probably do this, Fades, and just tell them to adjust my max loss on the day to probably like $200, just so I can prevent myself from going on tilt. Because if I'm going for 100, 200 a day, I really don't want to lose 500. And I've done that 3 times on this one eval. I've lost 500 on like 3 different trades. Otherwise the equity curve looks really good. But we got to try to prevent ourselves from... I think I need to see if they can adjust that for me. Because again, that's like, as far as that goes, I don't know how much I trust myself, Because I'll sit here and trade. Because I love trading. You know how it is. We're degenerates in here. The degenerate green team. I need a cutoff. So I don't go batshit crazy. See, Emmanuel's got the discipline in here. He's green and just been kicking back for 2 hours. Like, a lot of times the money's made just sitting. Patience pays with the PAY. All right, when are we opening up here at GNLN? Fingers on the trigger. We halted at 11:45. It looks like it's a 10-minute halt. It's going to resume at $5.25. Yeah, guys, give me a second. We got a lot to discuss in here. I need to... I gotta focus GNLN just for a second here. I'm really... feeling Bob's pain because he's been doing so well. And you can just easily mess up, 5:18 showing James. It should be a 10-minute halt, so we'll open up here within a minute. I'm going to take half off, probably out of the halt. Two minutes after you bought MNTS, the offering came out. Jesus. A lot of people, Bob, you're not alone in that, though. They've been coming out with offerings on a lot of tickers the last couple weeks. And we've heard of a lot of blow-ups in here. A lot of people blowing up on some of these because of that. I mean, you can't even get a fill. Like somebody had a stop in place on one of the tickers, and it just completely skipped over it after the offering came out. I mean, it just flew past it. Max drawdown 750. Max loss 250. Yeah, I need lower max loss on the day, but I hope they can adjust it to this account. What are we doing? Are we T12 in here? I mean, I'm in heavy here. This is gonna make a difference here where this opens up at holy. All right, I'm taking half off. I gotta give it at least a minute. Let's see what she's gonna do. Question is, do I hit this backside here? Are we backside? Or is she going to reclaim the highs? Because you know how this market's been. Irrationality at its finest. Absolute irrationality. This thing can reclaim highs. With how this ridiculous market's been. Look at it popping up right now. Did it just halt up? Oh, dear Lord. I mean, I hardly know what to say. I mean, if the damn thing looks weak, apparently buy it. If it looks strong, sell it. All right, Bob. MNTS wasn't even at a price to put out an offering. Thought it was a safe play with your leverage. When did they come out with the offering? Was it this drop right here, the 190 to 140s? Yeah, 943. You know, 943. Wow. Killed it. So the concern here, I mean, I like GNLN, but it doesn't matter what you like right now. There's no rationality to anything. We need the offering to come out over there. Halted at 1157. Yeah, if you make something, just get on out of here, pretty much. What am I down? Down 150 on the day. In this at 651. Well, it should open up here shortly. We'll see what it does. I mean, 90% of the time they don't reclaim these highs, but this market, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, absolutely, who knows? Sitting at 630. GNLN halted. Let's see if it's a 5 or 10 minute. 1157, so it should open up within the next minute if it's a 5-minute halt. All right, I got to have a game plan here. I want to smack it against the highs is really what I'd like to on pops up against the highs. $651. But really what I might do is not... Keith, what a nutty day. Oh, dude. All right, we just opened up GNLN. See what she does up here. Who is buying this right now? That is what I don't understand. Why are we buying back up to the highs? Guys, I'm done. I just got out. I'm done. I'm down 250 on the day. I can't even deal. I just can't deal with the market. I can't do it. Not happening today. I can hardly believe it. What a day. Look at this pattern. Such a beautiful pattern. Yeah, I've already made BMNR. I've already made a... You know, I got the angel and the devil on my shoulders. I already made an alliance with the angel that I'm not going to trade this one again. So, trust me, the devil's sitting there wanting me to trade it. Bob, buy it. Nah, dude, I'm sorry about your morning. That's awful. GLXY just triple topped at 22.20, the magic 20-cent area. It's not a bad play right there, 22.20s. VOR sitting up at a resistance area that I had mapped out. That was very slow though. Yeah, it's hard to go green and stay green once you got this going on. No, VOR at highs. I mean, the GXLY is not terrible. Not a terrible setup there. Not very exciting, but decent little setup. Just channeling between VWAP and highs. ARTL still fading. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you really learn in the drawdowns. I mean, once you're because you focus on it, right? When you're green, you hardly journal, you hardly focus on it. You just go green and move on. But when you're red, right, you know, like Bob, he's over. He recognizes he's over trading, and today with what we've been seeing, it's like, you know, I'm certainly over trading based on the conditions. This almost never happens. GNLN. It's hilarious though. I called it. I was like, with this market, with this irrationality going on out here, it's going to happen. Watch it happen. BMNR does look good. Slowing down a lot. All the longs have headed over to GNLN. GNLN just opened up. Yeah, some good insight going on in chat, guys. Good insight. Emmanuel, for me, it's like when I start taking trades that I don't think I would normally take, it becomes over trading. Like when I start the day green, I really try to focus in on good setups. But then if I drift into the red, I start finding trades that I would not normally find. You know, the setups look good that are not really that good of setups. That becomes over trading for me. And there's GNLN halting down. BMNR, that one's selling off right now too. Keith, your long GNLN, you need it up to 16,000. All right. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen. If they reverse split up to that level, because they did a 750 to 1 reverse split, dude. The setup was not bad. It's just we got all of these. We just got so much summer volume going on. Bob, I think you should. I've said it several times. I'm glad I'm not trading my cash over the last month because it's been a lot. Think you should give TTP a shot. There, Doug, as soon as you left, things went awry. Yeah. Doug, we needed you in here. I went from green to red, Doug, and we've had some. Look at the chat. I mean, we've had some. It's been a tough day. Let's put it that way, Doug. Offerings have been coming out. Halt up, halt down. I feel like I just went through the car wash without a car. Oh man. Yeah, that's again, a lot of the lessons are only really learned in the drawdowns. That's what makes it tough. So reduce the risk, try to minimize it. Maybe without trading your capital or just very small so that you're still learning the proper way of Yeah. Yeah, perfect fall. That's very wise. The result's just a byproduct of the decision. Yeah, focus on the decision. right, we buy is popping up on the scans. I got 850 as some resistance there on we buy. 850. $850 might be a short against that. Yeah, guys, you guys are all pointing out extremely important things. Being a trader, but having to be so disciplined, because we are. I mean, as traders, we are so. We recognize we're addicted to it. You gotta stick to the plan, the trade the plan, as they say. Oh, this must be a 10-minute halt. GNLN. I am definitely interested in WeBuy. Curling up a little bit here. Here's the previous close line, guys. That's why I always say use this. Previous close, a lot of lower shadows on it. Getting balled up. I might take a stab at WeBuy. Oh, WeBuy is not even on TTP. Never mind. Huh, it's weird. It's on the NASDAQ. GNLN should open up relatively soon if a 10-minute halt. Thinking in bets, probably just thinking in like probabilities. Sure that, thinking in bets. I'll put that one down. That sounds like a good one. Today's certainly been a thinking in bets kind of day. 10-minute halt. We're going to open up here. 12:08. Should be opening up any second. GNLN. It just halted down, shot up 1.5 points, halted up, and then halted back down. All right, we just opened up again. Which way are we going to go this time, GNLN? Back up towards 7, I'm likely in it. Ain't happening. Halting down into the 550s. is so annoying. I was so fine here. So fine here until that shooted straight up. All right, GLXY is triple topping up here. I think I'm gonna take that one. Triple topping up here in the Magic 20 area. I'm gonna take it. And it's tight, so I'm sizing a little bit for it against pretty much 2220s. 1 second. All right. What's going on here? Let me set the stop on this. Up in the, yeah, like 2230. All right. GNLN, she's still halted down. Guys, yeah, I gotta roll out of here in just a little bit. If you guys want to chill and hang out and keep talking to each other about trading and tickers and whatnot, I can leave the stream up. I gotta head out though. GLXY, that one kind of triple topping up here. That's why I'm taking this trade into the 2220s. We buy wasn't available on TTP, but that was a decent trade. And GNLN never got the smack on that one. GNLN's gonna 5 minute. We'll open up here shortly if it's a 5 minute. Yeah, she just opened up. GNLN. Let's see if we reclaim the highs. GNLN, what you got? What you got? Let's see if we reclaim the highs. VOR is 164. Yeah, after your success today, Emmanuel, and NVIDIA, might as well. That's probably the good thing about sticking to one ticker is you really just get to know her very well. And oh, Galaxy just shot up to the 30, so I got stopped out there. Yeah, all right. Well, guys, live to trade another day, right? Live to trade another day. VOR, I do like this one, VOR. VOR. Just putting in a massive green day today. Guys, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Yeah. 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 I just fat fingered a mistake. I'm out of here. All right, traders. We got a lot to talk about. Let's regroup. Reconvene in the morning. We got a lot to discuss. Email me averydaytrading@gmail.com with any questions. I thankful that I learned from my mistakes on this eval. GNLM popping up. No, Emmanuel, the TTD newsletter? No, I didn't see that. Yeah. Live to trade another day. Man, dude, the charts were looking good up until... I gotta not do this. If I can avoid marrying a ticker, I do just fine. As soon as I marry something, it gets dangerous. Man, and I tried hard not to marry ARTL BMNR, and I was fine and green without those, even with the top tick, you know. Even with that damn top tick. Look at ARTL, my top tick. Oh my god, dude. That was hard to swallow right there. 25 down to 15. Yeah, that's my problem, guys. Cannot marry. You've got to not marry. Some of these charts are just fine. Just do not marry the tickers. Really, what I would like to be applied to my account would be max loss $100 per trade, and you can't trade that ticker anymore after that. Because I know my flaws. I get a little too tunneled in and lose way more than I should on one ticker. There were several opportunities to end the day green. Yeah. You got to protect yourself from yourself, you know? Like, recognize what the problem is and then try to protect yourself from yourself. What do you struggle with? Right now, that is my main struggle, dude. And it's so easy looking at my chart, seeing it. I mean, you see 3-4 tickers where you just tunnel in and marry, and outside of that, you're fine. Outside of that, you're doing great. Chart's moving in the right direction. And then you fall in love. I fell in love with GNLN. Size too heavy too quickly. Lost too much. It's tough because you want to trust yourself not to do that too. That's why the mind's got to be stronger than the emotions. Mind has got to be stronger. You got to stick to the risk. You've got to stick to the risk. So more trading competitions. All right. Yeah. I like it, Emmanuel. Yeah, I like the challenges. Yeah, that reclaim, James, really, really spiraled me. Kind of pissed me off. Really kind of pissed me off. But yeah, I'm just kind of... VOR is not terrible if you guys are looking for a short. It's coming up to 52-week highs. I'm just kind of talking out loud so you guys can learn from my mistakes and the successes, you know, all of it. That's where I'm struggling right now, though. But I gotta make sure to not struggle with it. So I don't know. It's just you just so easily, things just progressively tilt you as the day progresses, you know? I think that's what happened today. It was a culmination of things. I just kept slowly getting more and more and more tilted to the point where I'm just like, F this. The top tick, the reclaim, you know, there's just a lot that culminates into what happened. Yeah, Manuel. Yep. Always keep a stop loss. Good. That's a good point. Yeah. Always put a hard stop in place. Yep. Yep. Sizing is the dial on the emotions. Gotta size it down so we can hear ourselves think. James hit the daily pause on 10 share size trades, dude. Yeah, with this market, man. It's tough. It's tough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I got a headache from today. We'll be back tomorrow, though. We'll be back strong. There's never quit. There's never quit in the vocabulary here. It's just, okay, Bob. There's no quit. It's just, what can we do to mitigate, you know, losing your hard-earned money, reduce the risk there while you're learning. So, this is a journey where you never make it. You're always making it. I say that all the time to the chat room guys out there that, dude, there was the one, it was like, I can say his name now because he got exposed. It was the Jason Bond picks. His little ad popped up on YouTube all the time, and he would say, "You're just one trade away. You're just one trade away." And you know, hilarious. That gets the 90%ers all excited. It's never your one trade away. Well, you're one trade away from blowing up. That's how I would phrase it. You're always one trade away from blowing up. Always one away from blowing up. But yeah, guys, I gotta go be with the fam. Email if any questions. We'll be back at it tomorrow. But yeah, love you guys. Stay in the game. Stay in the game. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of giveaways too, so because I want you guys to stay in the game. I want the green team here. Green team here forever. We're going to make it. Got to take it one trade at a time. That's what we got to do. But guys, let me know if you have any questions, and then via email. We'll see you guys in the morning. I can keep the stream up, James, if you want it up. I don't mind. If you guys want to hang out and talk, the green team can hang out together. Yeah, I'll just I'm gonna mute myself and let me get something of value up here, like the Momo screener. Yeah, there you go.